We are back. We're here in Philly. We're live. We're at MBA Annual. We're talking to movers and shakers. We are interviewing thought leaders, and I couldn't be more excited about our next guest. Dennis, you are with the Cora Group. Please introduce yourself, and then let's find out a little bit more about Cora.
Hey, Michael, Dennis Brosnan. I'm a portfolio manager at Cora Group, and we are a specialty portfolio within Constellation Software, which is a big Toronto-based public company that until recently a lot of folks hadn't heard of until we just made a couple of huge acquisitions here in the mortgage space.
Absolutely. So let's start talking about the acquisitions, where you're really moving to so that you're adding value to the whole mortgage ecosystem.
Sure. So Constellation is actually a really large company. We have about 1,300 software companies that we own around the world. And so we have 6 different operating divisions. So Perseus was the one that bought Optimal Blue and Empower. Our operating group is Jonas Software, and we are focused on a lot of different things. Literally anything you can imagine. We have club software. If you went to a health club this morning, you probably used our technology and didn't even know about it. I personally, because I'm a mortgage guy, and I've spent my entire career in financial services, insurance, and real estate, I'm focusing on those verticals as I build my portfolio out. I have a couple of companies in portfolio right now, one that is in the loyalty space. So we power the loyalty programs of a lot of airlines and banks that you would know about. And we also have an acquisition that I did this summer in the collection space. So we have a pretty growing portfolio in collections. Last year we bought CNR software from FICO. And this year I bought WebRecon, which provides data abstracts in the collection space. And to answer your question, where do we add value? The biggest thing for us is we have a really unique model in that we buy and hold our companies forever, and we typically don't integrate them. We tend to run them as standalone units thereafter. So that's why most people have never heard of Constellation. So for us, the value proposition is all about we take care of the people in the companies. We don't have people to bring in, right?
Right.
We take care of the clients. We are really good at dealing with enterprise clients. Banks are very demanding customers, and we know how to do that. And we really take care of the companies themselves. We are completely focused on operating the software company. We're not involved in all kinds of other things that may be distractions.
What are some of the biggest challenges you see software companies dealing with in today's day and age, especially in financial services?
I would say the number one challenge for fintechs today is that so many of them during the days of the unicorn valuations, took on a lot of debt, maybe some venture or private equity money, and now they're struggling with figuring out how to become profitable. And running a software business is challenging. And when people are throwing money at you, and it's all about marketing and branding, that's one thing. But getting down to how does this software add value to our customers, and how do we sustain that value for the long term? That's where we feel like we have an opportunity to help some of these companies.
And Dennis, if any of these companies want to get a hold of you, find out more about what you're doing with Constellation, what's the best way that they can get a hold of you?
So the best way is to email me. My email address is dennis.brosnan@thecoragroup.com. We have our website's the Cora Group, and I'm active on LinkedIn as well.
Thank you so much for being a guest on this episode of Fintech Hunting.
Really enjoyed it. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it.